welcome to Rise and Shine Yoga for another week. So today, as always, on the ground, find a spot that's comfortable for you, and feel free to bring any props that you may feel like you need. Always have some water by, just in case we have an extra minute or two where you think you might need something to drink. And of course, we're always drinking fluid after class. So we're taking big deep breaths. Hi, my name is Jen. Taking big deep breaths in, big deep breaths out. Doing a little body scan. What feels good today? What feels a little tight today? What do you want to work on in the next 45 minutes? Think maybe of one thing that you're grateful for today. It doesn't have to be anything crazy, big things. It can be something just little and basic, like I'm happy that I have the availability to turn on my thermostat when I'm cold. Take 5 more big deep breaths in and out. So let's do it together. Beautiful. Okay, so if we're not in a seated or upright position, please get into one now. I'm just going to stretch out the upper body a little bit. A lot of time on the desk, getting reports done for the end of the year. It gets busy, so we're just going to do some nice circles. Take one hand, push that other wrist down or hand down. Let's make a fist on that side and pull it down, making it a little bit tighter. Release, shake out. Let me get my socks out of frame. Other side, let's pull that hand out. And let's make a fist and pull that hand out. Beautiful. Let's do some shoulder rolls back and down. Other way. Both arms in front. Let's bring one arm under. So I'm bringing my right arm under. Palms to touch or not. And lift those elbows. And come down. Other side, other arm under. And let's lift. Let's release. Let's take one arm and let's bring it up at a diagonal. Bring that hand in, bring that elbow down. Come out. Bring that hand in, elbow down, hand down. Arm in. Let's go the other way. Let's bring it across. Let's bring it up. Let's bring it down. And release. Other side. Let's come diagonal first. In. Let's go parallel to the floor. And then come in and down. Let's come back in. Let's bring it across. And bring it up. And bring it down. Great, let's bring those arms around. Let's pull one arm through. See my hand? Sitting up nice and tall. Shoulders are back and down. And other side. Release one arm. We're bringing that hand towards the opposite shoulder blade. And release. Let's switch out. Other side. And release. And coming up off the top. Let's do tricep stretch, elbow pointed straight up towards the ceiling. Hand giving yourself a nice pat on the back. And switch it out, other side. And release. Okay. So we're going to lean forward a bit. I'm going to bring my palms on the ground, my fingertips facing me. And I'm going to lean forward or back depending on what my comfort level is. And have a nice stretch of those forearms. Inner side of the forearms. And untwist one, untwist the other. Bring the left hand in front. And we're just going to open up. And come back to the center. Other side, open up. Come back to the center. And come on up. Let's bring one arm up and over. And the other arm up and over. Come on back. All right, we're going to do 5 lion's breath. We haven't done those in a little while, especially in a class. Usually do it towards the end. So what a lion's breath is you're going to make a big, fiery, like, I am breathing the nastiest breath ever possible. Like, you're going to make your mouth super wide. You're going to make your cheeks super big. You're going to make your eyes super wide. Like you're imagining like a cartoon character lion in a movie. Just, you can do the little hand signs if you want. We're going to breathe in and then breathe out that fiery breath 5 times, okay? And if you want to close your eyes when you're doing this, cool. If you want to make them, but I would, even if your eyes are physically closed because you don't want to look at yourself in the mirror, whatever it happens to be, we're still kind of opening up those eyes as far as muscles go. I can't see you, you can see me, so. Ready? One. Shake it up. 2. Shake it out. 3. Shake it out. 2 more. And 1 more. And relax. It's just kind of a weird, funky thing when you're just like, I just need to release some stress. How do I do it? Some people go to a punching bag, some people go for a run, some people bring out the knitting needle, whatever it happens to be. Sometimes you can't, you just need to let it go. And that's a good way to do that. Okay, so we should feel a little nice and warmed up a little bit. So we're gonna come into our first downward dog of the day. So take some time, get there when you want, grab some water on the way. And because it's the first downward dog and it's kind of the first thing we're doing with lower body, really get into it, really take your time, really stretch out those muscles, really pedal out those feet. Enjoy it here. And when you feel good, we're going to find some stillness. Wherever you are, however your legs look, your heels can be touching the ground. Maybe they do, maybe they don't. Two more breaths. And then walk those feet to meet the hands and roll up nice and slow. Okay, when you're here, we're going to turn to the side of our mat. We're going to point those toes out. We're going to bring our hands down in front of us. I want those shoulders back and down, so I'm not here, I'm here. And I'm going to spread my legs as far as I need them to be. And I'm just going to lean forward. Try to keep my back nice and straight. And come and touch the ground. If you want to prop here to bring the ground to you, that's fine. Otherwise, we're hanging here, keeping the back of our legs a good stretch, stretching out our back. And then let's come on up. So if you need to put your hands on your hips, that's fine. Roll on up. And let's make ourselves into a giant star or a giant X. My shoulders are back and down. Fingers are wide. And then I'm going to release those arms. I'm going to go back down and stretch one more time. Maybe we can go a little deeper, maybe not. Maybe this is the time where we do grab a block. Just kind of feel those muscles relax. All right, and then roll on up however you have to, whatever you feel is good. And then we're just going to bring those feet in a little bit, not a lot, just a little bit. Just bring the hands on the hips. And just lean back and feel a stretch even more in this hamstring. And then come on up and let's do the other way. Stretch, stretch, stretch. There's a little bend in this knee. This leg is straight. Let's lengthen. So I'm going to go back to this side again. So this arm is straight. Let's lean and let's just bring that arm down on the inside of that leg wherever it hits. And this other arm is just hanging out, or it can be right behind in a little bind, your choice. And then come on up. Let's release. Do the same thing on the other side. Other arm comes out. Leaning in, bringing that hand down to the inner part of the leg. And this arm is either around and about hanging out or in a little bit of a bind behind us. Release. Come back up. We're going to go through that one more time. This time optional to have this other arm, instead of having it in the bind, we're going to have it out straight up towards the sky. So you can decide which one is best for you. All right, so arm out. Let's lean down. And that other arm is in our bind, hanging out, free or up to the sky. Can you make those shoulders stack on top of each other? Shake it out. And the same on the other side. Let's bring that arm out. Let's lean on in. Get that bottom hand in position, and then bring that upper arm into play. Shake it out. Bend that knee. Now, instead of that front leg being straight, that front leg is bent. Just leaning it. Big breaths. And let's other side. Come back to the center. Let's take that arm, place it on top of that thigh. And that other arm is hanging out on the hip. We're in a little bind. Other side, bend that knee, bring that arm, rest it, side where that other hand is going to lie, shoulder on top of shoulder. And come back up. And one more time. You're going to decide if that top arm is where we just were. It can be straight up, or it can be up and over. You decide, regardless, trying to have shoulders on top of shoulders and stacked in a nice straight line. All right, so let's bend on in and get that lower situation under control, and then bring that arm up. Bring that arm up and over. Let's come on up. Nice and slow. Shake it out. Other side, same thing. Place that hand down, that arm down, and then decide where is that other arm gonna reside for the next 20 seconds or so. And then come on up. Beautiful. Let's heel toe in a little bit. So I want your toes pointed in, your heels pointed out. If this is uncomfortable for you, fix it to a point where it is comfortable for you. We're just gonna lean forward and back, do some little hip hinges with those feet in this little like duck position. So it should feel a little different. It should not be painful though, okay? Let me turn a little sideways. And we're just leaning down and holding for 5, for 4, for 3, for 2, for 1. Come on up, adjust if you need to. Back down for 5, for 4, for 3, for 2, for 1, and come back up. One more time. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and come on. And then we're going to bring the feet together, heels to touch, toes out, and do the same thing. 3 forward folds, holding for 5 seconds. See what the difference feels when you have those feet going different directions. How does it feel when it's going in? How does it feel when it's going out? All right, let's go lean in. Where do you feel a stretch? And come on up. Let's lean forward. And come on up. And lean forward. And come on up. Beautiful. Shake out those legs. We're going to make our way back down to the ground. So we're just going to bring those arms up. Do a little back bend if that feels good. And then swan dive forward. Bend those knees. Put your hands on the ground. Put one foot back. The other foot back. Hold in plank for 5, for 4, for 3, for 2, for 1. And calm down. Nice and slow. Beautiful. Let's bring those elbows in. Just do a little bit of a sphinx. And while we're down here, we're going to do some side planks. So I'm going to do these side planks on my knees, but you, if you were like, you know what, Jen, I'm feeling alive and awake, I want to pump it up. Do them with your legs stacked. Or maybe your legs stacked but your feet wide. So we're going to turn on our sides. So what I mean by that is I'm going to do these planks here. Nice, relaxed, rise and shine style. Otherwise, you could do the feet here, or you could do the feet here. Totally cool. Okay? So we're going to do 3 side planks on each side. Okay? It's going to be a 10-second hold. It's going to be a 20-second hold. And it's going to be a 30-second hold. If you decide that you want to do all 3 at a 10, not a problem. You do you. I will count out each 10 so you do know if you want to come down. And what I'm going to do, because I can, is I'm just going to fold my mat over on itself so I have more cushion underneath my forearm. Why not? All right. So as before, our shoulders are stacked on top of shoulders. You can decide you can have that arm up straight. You can have it down by your side. You can have it do it a little bind, like we did with all those other things when we were standing. You decide, but shoulder is on top of shoulder. Okay? And not holding your breath. All right, so pick the side that you want to do first. Trying to put the weight into your forearm as much as you can versus just your elbow. I know it's hard, I get it. Ready? Let's lift up. For 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and we're going to relax. We're going to do all 3 on the same side before we switch over. So I'm going to give you a couple of seconds, probably around 10 seconds. If you do a 10-second hold, get a 10-second break. 20-second hold, 20-second break. Okay, you ready? 3, 2, 1, 1. 10. 17, 18, 19, 20. Relax. How we doing? Big breaths. Shake out that arm. Grab some water. Forgot there was buttons on these pants, so I was wondering why I was feeling a little weird laying on my side. So I'm usually wearing leggings, and today I'm just wearing a pair of joggers because it's comfortable and warm. And that's what we want Rise and Shine to be. All right, 30 seconds. Last one on this side. Okay, 3, 2, 1. Lift for 1. 10. 20. 18. Oh, 29 and 30. Sorry. I'm going to switch over. I have the habit of counting to 10 3 times versus going 16, 17, 18. Don't know why, that's just how my brain goes. All right, so the same thing on the other side. Trying to match as best as you can, but you do what you can do. All right, 10-second one is first. Let's lift in 3, 2, 1. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Come down, relax. That 10 seconds feels so nice, huh? Okay. Round 2. Let's lift in 3, 2, 1. 1. 10. 17, 18, 19, 20. Relax. Last time through, really making sure the shoulders are stacked, that we're not holding our breath, and that we're in a position that we can comfortably do. Now, if we want to challenge ourselves, we can, but Rise and Shine isn't necessarily something that we have to challenge ourselves with. It's just to get yourselves moving, feeling good about yourself, getting yourself a good start to your morning, afternoon, or evening. So you can push, but don't feel like you have to push. Like, I can do my planks in a different position, but this is where I feel like I'm getting the best Rise and Shine aspect of it. So, all right, 3, 2, 1, 1. 10. 20. 26, 27, 28, 29, 30. Beautiful. All right, lay down on your back. We're 2/3 of the way through class. We have 15 more minutes left, so we're just gonna slowly start to cool it down. Rocking a little side to side. We are gonna do some single leg hip bridges though, just because we got some upper body actions. We're gonna do some lower body glute action. So we're gonna do that same thing. It's gonna be 10 seconds, 20 seconds, 30 seconds. You can do a double leg bridge. You could do a single leg bridge. If you're gonna do a single leg bridge, I'm crossing that leg over and we're gonna do it single. So we're gonna do 2 rounds, 10, 20, 30, but we're gonna do alternate sides. So if you're doing them with both legs on the ground, then you're just gonna double up, no worries, okay? So if you're doing it single, make it single. You can have your leg up in the air if you so desire, no worries. All right, let's lift up for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. All right, let's switch sides. I am doing just up and down motion. If you want to make it a hold, you can. Your class, your body, your decisions. Let's go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Beautiful. 20 seconds. Other side. Well, let's go. 1, 10, 17, 18, 19, 20. Other side. Let's go. 1, 10, 17, 18, 19, 20. Okay, we're gonna relax for a couple seconds before we do the 30-second hold, especially if we're doubling up and doing both legs together. We've just done a lot of work on those glutes. So take a second and just kind of windshield wiper those legs back and forth. And then just come up on your toes and up on your heels, just kind of rolling it through. When you come up to your toes next, just hold it there. A little squeeze on the calves. And roll it back, toes up in the air. I think it's a nice crinkle crackle of the ankles. I know I just did. All right, and then release. Okay, ready for the last set. 30 seconds each. Cross that leg over. Let's go for 1. 10. 20. 7, 8, 9, and 10. Shake it out. The last side. Let's go for 1. 11. 20. 27, 28, 29, and 30. All right. Bring those knees to touch, bring those legs out. Hands on the hips, on the waist, on the belly. 5 breaths. Bring those feet in. Give one knee a big squeeze and do some little circles on the hip. And switch sides. Other side, other leg. Bring it in, squeeze it in. Little circles. Other way. Beautiful. Bring those feet down. Bring those knees out to the side. Trying to relax those hips as much as you can. Bring those knees in. Straighten out those legs. Hands on the belly button. And turn and face one way. Take the hands, put the other hand on top. Look the other way. Come back to the center. Bring those arms out, palms up, tuck those shoulder blades under, and let the legs relax. We're not done with class. We're going to go into our Shavasana now. We have 3 minutes here, nice and relaxed. Take 3 more breaths here. And then bend one knee. And bring yourself up into a little ball. Now you can either turn sideways and push yourself up, or you can grab behind the knees and rock and roll 3 or 4 times and then sit up. Every way you would like. This one's a little bit more active to get yourself back into literally the swing of things, but you can do it a little bit more passive if you're on your way to bed. All right, come on up. Give those knees a squeeze, and then drop that head. Come on up. Bring those legs to one side. Let's do a big side body stretch. Remember, shoulders on top of shoulders. And come on up. Grab that top leg behind and give it a little extra squeeze. Release, other side. Side body stretch. And bring it on in. Bring that top leg in. Give that foot a little squeeze. And then release. Let's come into a tabletop. We haven't done any cat-cows yet today. Oh my goodness, we need to do some right now. Let's give it a little cow and a little cat. There's rabbits that live in my backyard that are always out there every single night. And last night I saw a bunny do this, do a cow. It was the cutest thing I've ever seen in my life. Of course, I know rabbits stretch. It makes sense. They hop all over the place. But I've never seen a rabbit do a yoga pose. Let's do one more each. Then tuck one foot under, tuck the underfoot under, lift up those knees, and then walk those feet to meet the hands, or the hands to meet the feet, your choice. And then come up. Super, super, super slow. You reach the top. We're gonna bring those arms behind us, bring them back, stretch out that chest one more time. Give ourselves a hug one more time. And then switch. Which arm is on top? And then release. Wonderful job. Feel free to go back into Shavasana, stay there a while. Since we're standing, this is a great time to move on with your day. But if you're like, you know what, I want some more time, feel free. Go back down and enjoy yourself. Have a wonderful Thursday, morning, afternoon, or evening, and I'll see you later.